Hello everyone, Carlos Flores back on basics. So, if you subscribe to my YouTube channel at Back on Basics 9985, hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new video that comes on board. If you have a topic, a suggestion, a question, feedback, put it in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions and give you my take on the topic, the question, the feedback, or the comment that you gave me. If you want to connect with me on social media outlets, don't hesitate to do so. Actually, I am wearing the shirt that I wear on my profile pic. I did that strategically today, so that way you can at least see it. So from here, less hair. It's actually completely bald. Beard and this shirt. That's what my profile pic looks like in every social media outlet. So on Facebook, you can search for me at Carlos Flores Jr. On Instagram and on X, you can type in at Back on Basics. On Threads, you can type in at Back on Basics and Back on Basics. Either one will get you there. So let's talk about activities that you can do indoors. So that way they can keep you moving, they keep you stimulated, they keep your mind and body focused, and at the same time, you can utilize them either, in the evenings, early in the mornings, or during change of weather, right? Today, if you look at my shorts, two shorts, one Spanish, one English, one micro short in Instagram, all on indoor activities. And what I talked about are some of the ones that I do, because again, what more of an example than the things that I try, the things that I do indoors and outdoors? Because remember, we go through these seasons, right? And some of you don't have as many seasons. Some of you have lots of seasons. Some of you just have 2 seasons sometimes. And so, just getting ready for here. It's hot today. I think it's still over 100, but it's hot. I mean, and for October to be like this hot, it's pretty unusual. And so, but pretty soon fall's gonna come, and then after that, winter's gonna come. And so again, you're gonna have different weathers, right? It's gonna be cold, it's gonna be cloudy, it's gonna be thing, and on top of that, for some of us that don't like I do. I adapt. Don't like the cold or also the darkness, the more darkness of it. I mean, there's ways that you can do things. I know that sometimes they may help, sometimes they may not, but also because of the rain, because of the other kind of weather, because of the wind, because of the gusts, anything, because of the snow in some of your areas. I mean, you have to bring the outdoors in and do some of those activities. And so, I mean, like for example, right? I have some bands that I have not used last year, but I will start using them when indoors, and I'm gonna do that. I have some weights and a weight bar. I mean, I'm just gonna use the weight bar. It's about 45 pounds, and I can just press, right? I can do this. I can do this. I mean, there's a lot of things that I can do with a bar. All I need is for my body to move, because if my body moves, then my mind. Look, even with the little movement that I did, my face is flushed already. So that means that the message has been sent down to my body, and chemicals, the like I call it the happy chemicals. It just is filling my body. And so just right now, I was quiet, and now it's like, look, I'm smiling, and I'm talking to you, and I'm telling you things. So anyways, you don't need a lot of weight. You just need to move your body and just a little bit of resistance. That's what I mean about bands, just little weights, little dumbbells. So you can do just the bar by itself, which is 45 pounds. If you have other equipment, great. We have a rowing machine, so I can row. We have an elliptical. It's out on the garage, but We also have a treadmill as well. I mean, anything that can get you going. And if not, ladies and gentlemen, all you have to do is just walk indoors. You know that I know that some people uh, have a very specific lighting in their home, so that way it looks brighter. It looks like it's still sunny outside. I know that there's something like that that can help. Um, some of you, I know that it's not for everybody, and don't get me wrong. All these things that I'm suggesting, it could help you or not. And remember, you are the only one that's going to choose the best suggestion for you. You can just you can just Google an exercise regime to do indoors. I mean, an exercise system, like, sometimes I do sit-ups, sometimes I do a little bit of push-ups, sometimes, I mean, the only thing that I haven't that I'm gonna start doing is maybe some stretching, some deep stretching to help my lower back. Remember, I've said, right, lifting a 5-pound gallon of water it just messed up one of my discs. That's why I'm not fully following pro wrestling, or like trying to get into the pro wrestling. Remember, I told you that. But I can do things. I can actually stretch my back and do stretches. I can do small exercises that technically move things that can help my back, that can give it a little bit of ease. But I like being active. I walk 6 miles. I'll walk in the rain. I'll walk in the wind. I'll take my umbrella and I'll do that. And so, it's those things. I do those things not as often, but I also try to balance it with the indoor activities, because the indoor activities are often fun. I mean, if you have uh, a classic Nintendo Wii or an old Nintendo Wii, I mean, man, you can bowl, you can golf, right? You can box, you can do some other activities. You can do archery. I mean, there's so many things. Again, you're moving, but now there's indoors. There's an aspect of a virtual reality that you're playing in. I mean, again, right? You're moving. As long as you're moving, that's what you do in there. And then some of the things that you may be stationary doing. Breathing. You see how calm? You look at my eyes. It's like, whoo. It's like, it's just very, it just, I didn't even hold it for 5 seconds. I just let it go about three. And that's being very generous. And so you did let go. So you take it in, you hold it for 5 seconds, and then you let it go. I mean, it will filter things out that you don't think are getting filtered out, and you'll feel a good rejuvenating feeling. That's how I feel. So look, here we go. Right? It makes a difference. It makes a big difference. That little exercise, it makes a little difference. I can feel it in my lungs. My lungs opened up to capacity. And that's one of the things that I have to exercise during the winter time, because when I was smaller, I tend to have asthma, and I tend to have a lot of colds that come from here. And so deep breathing exercises, man, make it doesn't get rid of them, but it makes it easier, and it helps you fight, because your lungs are going from full capacity to out, full capacity with air to out. And again, you do it again. I mean, it's like exercises. You do a sets of fives, right? Or those, you don't do them right away. I mean, you do it in a little sequence and everything, but just get it done. Just get things done. So that way you're moving on and you're doing the things that you're supposed to be doing. And so, I mean, another thing that I do, I listen to music. Music is very important to me. How many times have I said it? It's very important to me, because type of music can get me up, and the type of music can get me into a very kind of like meditative state and a very peaceful state. You know, um, I know that the majority of you, if not most of you, have memberships and different audio streaming services. I mean, you have it in your, before when I was in high school, I had to go down to the store. I would buy either a CD or a record or a tape. I would bring it in. And remember I said I would use up about four or six batteries every week. Our parents would be mad, but it's because I was using so many batteries. But it just it just balanced me. Music balances me. I mean, I listen from all the way to Def Leppard. I said this before, right? Uh, you know, Bobby Brown or Whitney Houston, or I mean, all the way to the other, or Metallica, all the way to the what I choose and what I call the other extreme, Slipknot. Oh, if you turn on some of those, man, it's like, oh, and my muscles just get big. I mean, it's like all that energy comes out. I mean, I it's that's the reason why most of these bands that play like that fast music have mosh pits, because it's getting rid of energy. It's like having ADHD or having all of this energy and you bouncing off of each other. It's like electrons, right? Or like protons just going and you're letting it out, and by the end you're spent. And so, I mean, it is what it is, right? So that's another activity that you can do. I mean, you can pray. I do that every morning. You pray, and then you get focused, and then you say, "Let's go." Not in that sense. I mean, that's not like, yeah, let's go. So, you can meditate. That's another thing that I should be doing, and I'm saying I should be doing. I sporadic, once in a while. It's not even sporadic, just once in a blue moon, but I should be doing more often, so that way I can get my mind focused. Because, my mind goes, choo, 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 choo. It's like that squirrel. And I looked. So, so you have to, right? What I'm telling you is I'm telling you what I do. Some of the examples that I do. So that way you can get some examples. You can look through other websites. You can look through other videos. But I'm giving you a standard. I'm giving you kind of like a foundation that I do. And remember, we're in similar journeys. We're just slightly different. And that's what makes us unique, which is okay. You need to be unique. And so, again, right? I love it. I can't tell you. I love doing exercises indoor. I love doing activities indoor. I mean, even during COVID, when we couldn't go out, I mean, I would just walk around the living room. I mean, I would do like 2 or 3 miles in the living room. And so, hey, you got to do what you got to do, right, to stay healthy. Right now, I'm beginning my regimen. Well, I had some pizza just now, but I'm beginning a regimen, so that way I can go back and hit by December. I want to hit my goal, which I hit it already, but I'm gonna re-hit it because I went up a little bit in weight of 209. Right now I'm 217, which is great, or maybe a little bit, 218 maybe. But I'm gonna get to 209 by December. That means I have to keep an eye on what I eat during Thanksgiving and during Christmas and any other celebrations. But you know what? I can tell the difference. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, right? 10 pounds make a big difference. From 208, 209 to 217, 218, it makes a difference, ladies and gentlemen. Take it from me. I'm your tester. I am the one telling you. At 208, I mean, it was so different. 10 pounds make a big difference. So again, be active, do exercises, take advantage that you can go outside and do things. Then whenever it gets to where, the weather is not the best, do things inside. Watch my suggestions or what I just told you, because again, what you want to do is you want to focus and you want to get your body ready. Why? Because if you think it, you do it. If you do it, then you think it. Why am I so excited? Because this is one of the things that motivate me. Making these videos, giving you suggestions, doing research. I mean, I love being a total nerd, because I can take something from a book and I can say, okay, I see this. So then how do I move it down to the human side, the aspect, the physical side, or the mental side? And that's what I love doing. I love puzzles, because I can put things in certain orders and then change it to the different order, and it will deal with different things. And you've seen it, because I've given you suggestions on different things. So I just gave you a bunch of resources on what to do indoors, so you can motivate yourself, so you can keep moving, and you can get to your goals. Remember, always look forward. Do not, never look back. Looking back slows you down, or even stops you. I mean, looking back is like looking in the back seat, and then guess what? The first thing that you're going to look at, your failures. You don't want to do that. Remember, the first thing is negative, then you go into the positive. But you don't want to give that an opportunity to get into your head, because you'll slow you down. You'll get anxious. You get emotional. You get stressed. So just keep moving forward. Have that mentality, right? If you think it, you do it. If you do it, you think it. Mind, body balance, right? It's a two-way street. Just make sure that you get things done. Small things, medium-sized things, big things. The want-to-dos and the have-to-dos. You have to balance between them. And if you're feeling a little down, then it's a lot more want-to-dos and a lot less have-to-dos, until you get to that point where you're ready and you're like, yes, I can tackle anything. Then you can go back to that balance of want-to-dos to have-to-dos. Again, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new video that comes on board. Again, indoor, outdoor activities, your adaptability will get you to your goals. Your way of thinking will keep you forward, looking forward. Your way of using your support system will keep you moving forward. Your way of doing the things, either small or big, will get you mind and body balance. Till next time, Back on Basics.